Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Denny and welcome back to 1 Year 365. Today we'll continue the discussions about the unusual sports. We did four parts already, and this will be the fifth part. Previously, I think we had four. I probably forgot. Okay, here's the thing. When I recorded this video, it is actually 2 weeks, about 2 weeks after the previous one, after the first four, because at the time I'm recording this, I still, have some spots on, some sports that I have never heard before, and it's considered unusual and also unique, and it's fun, right? And when I recorded that, I only found four, and I still had like three more spots. In that time, I thought that maybe we can find some stuff as time goes, and yeah, here we are now. 2 weeks later, I found more stuff over here. Three more unusual sports in which I will cover up in the next three. This one will be the first, and yeah, this will be the fifth part. I forgot what it was the first one. I think it's something about slap boxing, which apparently has some controversy. I just realized. Well, not really just realized, but when I uploaded when I made that video, I didn't know that there is some sort of thing that people dislike that sport pretty much because there's some footage in which people slap other in slap boxing, and it kind of hurt. It's very extreme, and it's very unhealthy, obviously. Had injuries. It's lurking, right, pretty much. And yeah, it's just bad sport, and people dislike that. But you know, um, I'm not gonna give my opinion on that. What I'm, giving is the fact that I will cover that. I would have actually covered that as a sport, which is unusual. So it kind of still, is under the correct theme, right? In which I, cover that as unusual sport. Whether or not I dislike or not, I think actually I also mentioned in that video that it's a little bit dangerous. I think I mentioned about that as well. Even in the description, I believe I said something like, head injuries, right? Something about head injuries. So concussions like that. I feel like that also it's very you know dangerous for brain as well, and connecting towards nervous system, etc., etc. It's kind of not worth it in my opinion. So yeah, we'll just move on past that. After that, I think I mentioned about chess boxing, obviously, and then after that, I also mentioned about, I think, card jitsu. After that, that one is interesting though. I haven't seen any, like a drawbacks from that just yet, except for the fact that you can use seat belt to, strangle your opponent, but that is actually legal in the sport. So although it kind of sounds terrifying, sounds dangerous, so we'll see about that, right? And then for the fourth one, we also talk about World Chase Tag. This is also kind of dangerous because there's so many obstacles you need to parkour. You pretty much literally have to speed run the course so that you don't get tagged, and that can be dangerous, right? Because what happened if you slipped and fell? I mean, in fall, your head hit the course pretty much, the course or the like the parkour thing, right? That would be bad, obviously. So I feel like it's only for professionals. If you're not professionals in any of these sports, I feel like you shouldn't try or attempt. Even the chess boxing, it's literally just chess, which is safe, and also boxing, which also kind of safe. There is regulation, so even that, if you try that yourself, you will still need training, etc., etc., before actually doing the actual fight. So yeah, there you go. It's a little bit of disclaimer so that you don't just do this yourself without any guidance. You will need supervisor, obviously. So yeah. I guess with that being said, we can start with the fifth one, which will be elephant polo. Again, at the time you're watching this, it's literally the next day after the previous one. But in my POV, it's actually 2 weeks after the previous one. So yeah, there you have it. Elephant polo. It's basically a polo, but instead of horse, you use elephant pretty much. Fun fact: I didn't know what a polo sport was until this. I make this video and I actually searched that. Apparently, polo is as simple as you try to hit a ball using a long mallet, and it will reach the goal pretty much. Yeah, and doing that, you will also need horse as well. So you're riding a horse. That in itself, though, it's already been it's called horse polo, I believe. Already unique in itself, right? But this one is more unique in my opinion because this one involves elephant. So instead of horse, you will need elephant, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. It's just different animal. But the thing is that when you know horse, it's like an agile animal, right? It's a strong animal. It moves quickly. You can run with the horse. However, with the elephant, they're big, right? They're big. They can run though. Don't get me wrong. They can run and cause a stampede, but um, like if you're talking about a regular speed walking, then they're not the fastest animal to walk, I guess, and that will be a challenge itself. Also the fact that they are tons, like literally they weigh like tons of kilograms, well, not tons of kilograms, but more like tons of mass. And yeah, it's interesting, right? So let's just go. Elephant polo is a variant of polo played while riding elephants. It is played in Nepal, Rajasthan, which is India, and Thailand. Okay, these are I think India and Thailand is the country where they respect elephant. Like yeah, it kind of interesting, right? It's interesting. England and Scotland regularly field teams. Okay, equipment consists of a standard polo ball and 6 to 10 foot cane. Okay, similar to bamboo sticks, with a polo mallet head on the end. Okay, so what is a mallet? I also just realized that as well. What a mallet is. It's like hammer, except for the fact that it's not as hard as steel. Unlike hammer or like it a hammer can have like different sides, right? The first side you can use to hammer a nail, and the other side of the hammer you can use for what is it? Removing nail, right? What is it? Like a a gouge that you can use for removing nail. However, with mallet, it's the same on both sides. And okay, so think about it this way: have you guys ever played whack-a-mole? Yeah, whack-a-mole, the arcade machine. And yeah, the whack-a-mole, you will need mallet, right, to punch or to hit those mole, and yeah, to whack that mole pretty much, which is the name of the game, whack-a-mole. So yeah, it's like that. It's not steel. It's either wooden, sometimes plastic, etc., etc. Yeah, it's a mallet pretty much. I feel like well, I'm not an English speaker, so when I heard mallet, I kind of want to know what's the difference between mallet and hammer, I guess. So yeah, there you go. If you're like English speaker, you probably already know what a mallet is. The pitch is 3/4 of the length of standard polo pitch due to the lower speed of the elephants. Okay, here we go. I just mentioned about that earlier, right? Like, elephants is not the fastest animal in terms of walking. So yeah. Two people ride each elephant. Oh, two people. That is actually interesting. I thought one person every elephant. Okay, the elephants are steered by mahouts. Okay, well the player tells the mahout which way to go and hits the ball. Ah, that makes sense actually. So the elephant rider, or I guess tamer. I guess the elephant tamer. They control the elephant while the person tells which way to go. Right, which is interesting. Um, Elephant Polo World Cup 2012. That is interesting. World Cup, by the way, meaning that the scope is international. That is interesting. Elephant Polo originated in Magoli, Nepal. Tiger Tops in Nepal remains the headquarters of Elephant Polo and the site of the World Elephant Polo Championships. Okay. The ground doesn't look that wide, although if you look at the background here, these are like people, right? So I guess it's kind of wide, like football wide, I guess, or soccer field, I guess. Um, Elephant polo in Nepal and Thailand is played under the auspices of the World Elephant Polo Association, which is WIPA. Okay, that is interesting. Enforces strict rules regarding elephant welfare and gameplay. Yeah, like you don't want to injure the elephant, which I guess it's like reasonable, right? So yeah. Other tournaments, such as those played in India and Sri Lanka, are managed independently of each other and the World Elephant Polo Association. Sri Lanka held an annual tournament in Cali under the auspices of the Ceylon Elephant Polo Association, or SIPA, I guess. Okay, allegations of cruel treatment of polo elephants made by PETA, okay, have led to match cancellation, sponsorship withdrawal, and the removal of references to elephant polo records in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like it's not animal cruelty. In a way that it kind of depends as well on how the match is played. Like, if the elephant is not feeling like it, then obviously it's bad. But if the elephant is enjoying it, like they probably the elephants probably consider that as playing with the herd as well. Don't get me wrong, right? There's so many other elephants as well in the field. I feel like they can, maybe they consider that as playing, which is absolutely fine, right? Um, it's great for the psychological status of the elephant as well. Also, keep in mind that this was played with horse as well. So you might also want to say the same thing then for the horse, right? It's the same animal. I mean, not the same animal, but more like the same category of. I mean, they're the same, which is animal. So yeah, I'm not sure about this one though, which is unfortunate. Kind of party pooper, I guess. But whatever. I mean, it's just that organization anyway. I personally don't really like that because people have mentioned horrible things that the organization actually does themselves towards animals. So yeah, I personally I never like that because you know I feel like it's I don't know. I mean, it's bad. Animal cruelty is bad. However, I feel like not everything that involves animal has to be considered as animal cruelty, in my opinion. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that. I mean, it's just whatever. Anyway, I think that's all. All right. That's kind of short. The Thailand Elephant Polo Association, or TIPA, announced in October 2018 that it will end polo matches in Thailand. A polo tournament had been held annually at Anantara Hotel Bangkok, owned by minor hotels. Okay, well, that's the end of that sport because of this party pooper over here, I guess, which is, I don't know, like a. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this one, if this is considered as animal cruelty or not, or you can consider that as just having fun, right? Like it's a fun time with creating bonds between human and elephants, also between elephants to elephants as well. I feel like they don't mind. It's just I don't know. I mean, I'm not elephant, so I don't know. So yeah, maybe these people have like proof or things that can prove that it's cruelty. So I don't know, but in my opinion, personally, I feel like it's fine as long as there's not really any injury, like actual injury. Then it's bad. But other than that, it's supposed to be fine. But yeah. Um, Anyway, not my problem. I don't care. So yeah. Anyway, that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, healthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another unusual sports. But until then, see ya.